So we're now on to the final day of the Black Ops 3 beta, and I'm trying to level up some weapons that I may have ignored in the first 5 days. So this gameplay, I'm using the Man of War, High Caliber and Stock. Stock has been nerfed compared to like Black Ops 2, but it's still a pretty good attachment, and I probably will be using it on most of my assault rifles because it actually does give you a little bit more mobility, which can help you dodge the enemy's bullets and, you know, get a heads up in a gunfight. Also using High Caliber because headshots will do more damage, and I feel like with a Man of War, High Caliber really helps you, and it kind of takes away one of the bullets, so it's more of a like 2 to 3 shot kill rather than a 3 to 4. Really didn't like this weapon the first time I used it. It shot way too slow. It still shoots really slow, obviously, but you've just got to play differently. You can't rush around as much. You have to kind of pick people off, and if you're shooting them in the back, it helps a lot. So, using my favourite specialist again, the Specto, there's active camo ability, and I think I get some pretty good examples in this gameplay of why I think it's the best in Black Ops 3. It is really good, and that guy just got destroyed. There's another guy here. This little window spot, by the way, I found this the other day. Very good to find out when people are rushing you. Unfortunately, I didn't see that guy coming in, but it didn't matter because my aim was rock solid, and I still managed to take him out anyway. Kill streak setup is the UAV, count UAV, and the hater. Pretty standard stuff, and probably what I will use for most of Black Ops 3 when it actually releases. Mainly because I think having like intel score streaks like UAV, count UAV, Black Hat, the hater, and even the power core, which I haven't actually used, but the power core is similar to the EMP. But you have to place it on the ground. Those 4 kill streaks are basically intel kill streaks, and I think intel's like the best way to get an advantage in Call of Duty, mainly by giving yourself more intel than the enemies, or by denying the enemies like intel on you. So you have their location, you can pre-aim them, you know where they're coming from, you can prepare, you know whether to run away or to actually challenge the guy. You're never caught off guard when you're running these streaks, and especially right now when barely anyone has Ghost. Very good, and people may be hacking my kill streaks, and my perks for this loadout are Ghost, Hardwired, I think I have Overclock to get my ability quicker, and also Awareness to hear footsteps, so even more intel there. No lethal or tactical score streak, lethal or tactical equipment, sorry, mainly because I'm trying to move away from equipment. You know, stuns and flashbangs, very good. But I feel like I may as well just go behind the enemy and not bother with throwing equipment and challenge them head on, just in case there's a second guy waiting for me who didn't get hit by my equipment. I think right now I'm just at their spawn, kinda. This building's very good because you can hide in here, and they'll still spawn outside, and you can just wait for them. And right there, active camouflage, another example of how good it is. There's an example coming up later in the gameplay where I get a triple due to walking past 3 people and shooting them all in the back. It is a great example of why I use the active camouflage. And here I'm just using the hater to get an advantage on these guys, know where they're coming from, and also using my thrusters to actually advance warfare jump. That's what I'm calling some of my kills, where I'm like double jumping up and like dashing to the side. I'm just calling it advanced warfare jumping because that's all anybody does in advanced warfare. And in Black Ops 3, as you can see, I do it, so you obviously can still do it. But a lot less people are doing it, and I think that's because it requires a bit more skill, because you actually have to hold the button and get your aim on point. It's a little bit harder to do, and it's not as fast as in Advanced Warfare. What else are we talking about in this gameplay? Mainly, like, the beta is going to be over on PS4, and I still have, like, a ton of games recorded. I think I'm just going to be uploading Black Ops 3 until the actual release of Black Ops 3, and then obviously we'll continue to upload Black Ops 3 once it's out, obviously. Here we go, I think it's up here. So, do I not? Okay, it's a different part in the gameplay. I will point it out when I use it. This guy, I melee him, I nearly fuck it up. I missed the second melee, but luckily he's only 1 or 2 shots, so I just hip fire him. I wasn't sure. Look at this, ready? Invis, shoot that guy, and then shoot that guy. He wasn't looking at me anyway, but it was still useful, and that's not the example. The example's later in the gameplay. But I was worried. Black Ops 3, is it going to be good? If it's not, I'll probably still just play Destiny. And Destiny's a fun game, I love Destiny, but Destiny's not great for YouTube. And I've said that before in a different gameplay. Here we go, I think it's up here maybe. Nah, I'm waiting for it, because it's the only reason I chose this gameplay rather than a different one. I might try out a different specialist, I'm not sure. I've only got like 7 more levels and I've hit max level. Here we go, it's 100% here. So I see them on the hater, 3 guys, 1's camping on the rock, 2 just spawned. Invis, I'm worried he'll see me. He starts shooting, he's not shooting me, I walk behind him, and then this guy, I advance warfare jump, and there's the triple with the Man of War. All because of my active camouflage. Guys, if you've seen my previous video talking about the best specialist in the game, and you still don't believe me, the next few gameplays I'm uploading will show you examples just like that of why it's so good. Yes, you may not be able to use it for very long, but it can get you very, very good kills and also allow you to place yourself on the map in such an advantageous position that it's much better than, say, using like a Tempest. It's amazing. And here I'm kind of stuck in this building, and I keep getting stunned and flashed, and I'm surprised I managed to survive for as long as I did in here. These 2 people, dumb of them to come around the corner at the same time. Another guy comes, triple. I go invis, trying to like bait that guy out, but my teammate kills him anyway. And I decide to just get out of there and swim away in the water. It's this specialist is so fun. I might make a class setup based around this specialist, give himself like a silenced SMG and like a pistol with backup. And look at that. I thought I was invisible. I don't know what I was doing. I just jumped over him and he didn't see me. Wall running, you get yourself out of their line of sight, and sometimes they just don't even notice you're there because they're not paying attention. And this guy, I think he was trying to get out of the map. I don't know. But we won the game anyway. Man of War, high caliber stock, Ghost hardwired, overclock, and awareness, obviously using the Spectre with the active camouflage there, showing you just how useful the specialist is, and also this gun can be pretty good when you play it the right way. It took me a while to understand how. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.